Congress has taken the Muslim League row to the Election Commission. Congress leaders accused Prime Minister Narendra Modi of making an inflammatory statement. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had made a jibe at the Congress manifesto and said it had a Muslim League imprint. Prime Minister also said that the Congress manifesto is a bundle of lies and alleged that it harbors intentions of dismembering India, drawing parallels between the Congress manifesto and the ideology of Muslim League during freedom struggle. Let's listen in.
अपनी करतूतों के कारण आज कांग्रेस पार्टी देश के भीतर जन समर्थन खो चुकी है। इसलिए अब कांग्रेस खुलकर बांटो और राज करो के खेल पर उतर आई है। कांग्रेस ने अपना जो घोषणा पत्र निकाला है उसमें भी मुस्लिम लीग की भाषा लिखी गई है। क्या ये आपको मंजूर है? ये देश स्वीकार करेगा? इनके सांसद भारत के एक और विभाजन की बात कर रहे हैं। इंडिया अलायंस के लोग दक्षिण भारत को अलग करने की धमकी दे रहे हैं। इंडिया अलायंस में शामिल डीएमके पार्टी सनातन को डेंगू, मलेरिया कहकर उसके खात्मे की बात करती है और कांग्रेस नकली शिवसेना वाले उन्हीं लोगों को महाराष्ट्र में लाकर उनसे रैली करवाते हैं।
So the controversy didn't stop there. Congress has gone to Election Commission, but JP Nadda, President of the Bharatiya Janata Party, also raked up the similar issue. He also compared the manifesto with the Muslim League and used the same words that were used by Prime Minister earlier.
मैंने कांग्रेस के मैनिफेस्टो को देखा, मुझे आश्चर्य हुआ कि यह कांग्रेस पार्टी का मैनिफेस्टो है या मुस्लिम लीग का मैनिफेस्टो है। देश को बांटने के लिए और सत्ता को हथियाने के लिए कहां तक कांग्रेस पार्टी जा सकती है, इसका अंदाजा नहीं लगाया जा सकता। जिस मुस्लिम लीग ने 1929 में धर्म के आधार पर आरक्षण की बात कही थी, आज उसी बात को कांग्रेस पार्टी दोहरा रही है। यानी सत्ता की लोलुपता में, सत्ता के लालच में देश को कहां पहुंचाएगी कांग्रेस पार्टी, इसका अंदाजा लगाना भी मुश्किल है। आज माइनॉरिटी के लिए जिस तरीके से धर्म के आधार पर आरक्षण की बात हो रही है और जो 50% से अधिक आरक्षण की बात है, वो किसके लिए आरक्षण करने की बात कर रही है, कांग्रेस पार्टी को यह स्पष्ट करना पड़ेगा।
The Congress party went to the Election Commission and the Congress also reacted to the story. Let's listen in to Pawan Khera, head of the Communications Department.
तरह से प्रधानमंत्री ने हमारे मैनिफेस्टो को मुस्लिम लीग का दर्जा दिया, उस पर हमने घोर आपत्ति दर्ज कराई। प्रधानमंत्री की होर्डिंग्स जो यूनिवर्सिटीज में लगी हैं उस पर भी हमने अपनी बात रखी। राजीव चंद्रशेखर जी जो भारतीय जनता पार्टी के त्रिवेंद्रम के कैंडिडेट हैं, उनके हलफनामे पर जिसमें काफी त्रुटियां हैं, जानबूझकर कुछ गलतियां की हैं, उस विषय में भी हमने बात की। और जो यूट्यूब के चैनल्स बिना कारण बताए मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन एंड ब्रॉडकास्टिंग बंद कर रही है, उनके अधिकार क्षेत्र में नहीं है क्योंकि अभी चुनाव घोषित किए जा चुके हैं। चुनाव आयोग को इसकी अनुशंसा करनी चाहिए, जिसको भी वो हटाना चाहें या नहीं हटाना चाहें। मिनिस्ट्री अभी एक केयर टेकर सरकार की है, उनका ये अधिकार नहीं है कि फ्रीडम ऑफ स्पीच पे इस तरह से पाबंदियां लगाएं।
Now let me straight away go to Jayanto Bhattacharya, senior journalist who joined me. Jayanto, tell me, how come Prime Minister started to compare the Congress manifesto, a part of it with the Muslim League and another part of it with the left parties?
Kartika, what I feel, this entire controversy is about the page that is dedicated to for minorities, wherein on the 7th point, if I remember correctly, the party is saying that Congress will ensure that, like every citizen, minorities have the freedom of choice of dress, food, language, and personal laws. But to be fair, in the subsequent paragraph, they have said that they will encourage these kind of reforms in the personal laws or in the other aspects, wherein they will speak to the people concerned with the participation of such minorities and their organization. And now here we have to see, Kartikeya, there are certain things that have to be taken into account. The Congress is particularly not very well known for so-called equality, because we have seen earlier also, especially during the Rajiv Gandhi regime, that there have been certain decisions that has not really gone very well especially in today's context in a highly polarized society. Now, we have to remember one thing, say, especially after the recent Talaq bill that has come, which has kind of, the legislation has kind of banned triple talaq as it was followed by a certain section of the minorities. Then we have also seen a recent very high kind of profile incident that had taken place, wherein it was said that the lady had to pay her husband and buy kind of a separation or a divorce, or say polygamy. All these things, we have to think about the rights of the women also. So coming at this particular point of time, these kind of statements, obviously, I think has been taken seriously by the BJP, which has been always been talking about certain things like food habits, where certain food habits
That's
are
a
not
good
seen
point.
with-
I think, Jayanto, that's a good point. But is it something like Sachar Commission in the statement of Prime Minister Manmohan Singh that the first cut of the pie must go to the Muslims? Do you think that the Bharatiya Janata Party is trying to visit that sentiment of 2014?
I think, what Bharatiya Janata Party is doing is something which every party would do when the elections are near. They're just playing politics. And the reason why the Prime Minister has, they have taken that statement, when it was written in the manifesto, which says that in under our regime, we will allow minorities to have freedom to express, freedom to dress whichever they want to, freedom to exercise their choice in food, and like any other. So there was nothing inflammatory or nothing, which would have been very, very controversial apart from that. But I think, the Prime Minister, he understands the psyche, this is something, this bad is something with which the BJP has been hitting out at the Congress.
But
for
why
a long
Muslim
time.
League and left at the same time,
Because it wants to draw out the contradictions. The fact is that yes, right now the BJP, the Congress party is having a truck alliance with the left party. But if you go to Kerala, the Chief Minister and D Raja and D Raja's wife, who is contesting election from Wayanad, are roundly criticizing Rahul Gandhi much more than BJP is. So it also pointing to the
wonderful.
the hypocrisy.
So at one end you are taking support from IUML in Kerala, and
Exactly.
on the other hand of the India you are taking support from the left parties. Jayanto. So that's where the story is going.
Yes, indeed. If you see, it's not only in Kerala, it is the same is happening in West Bengal also. True. Even if you see the entire, although it has not really working out by the INDIA bloc, which was formed, wherein we find that the Congress has come with the left over here. So yes, in a way, I agree with both of you that it is in fact contradicting the basic tenets that are being spoken by the Congress and the action that it has taken on the field.
Okay. Before I close in the debate, Brijesh, do you think that this will work? There have been certain campaigns of the Prime Minister, though roundly criticized, but they have worked. When Shamshan Ghat controversy took place in Uttar Pradesh, there was a rounded criticism. But the sort of division of votes it created, BJP got more than 300 seats. So, do you think that it's like a multi-pronged strategy, Labharti, national politics, sharp ideological lines?
Well, I think, Kartikeya, that this issue will be the
Hindutva.
currency will be in currency for a couple of days. There are not many who would understand the reference to Muslim League, especially the youths, and also the fact that, this is not the first time when, the BJP has accused the Congress party of being pro-Muslim and anti-Hindu. This, the Prime Minister has articulated several times that these are the people who have rejected the invite of, coming to the Pran Pratishtha of Ram Bhagwan temple. So, this is not something new. Most of the Shamshan Ghat thing which you are saying is something which had a novelty value. I mean, it was not discussed before. It came, the statement came, and it created, generated a lot of traction.
Jayanto, you have 30 seconds. It's break time. 30
Yes,
seconds.
apart from, I agree with this last point that Brajesh was making, that it may be for a short period of time. But apart from that, this may work out in North India and Central India. North in the sense that central and little bit of north of the Central India. But how far this will work in, you just took the example of Kerala, how far it will work in Tamil Nadu, that we have to wait and see.
Okay. So how far it's going to work in Tamil Nadu? But I think Tamil Nadu and Kerala, even the Andhra Pradesh, they are very different. You have a very strong Christian population in Andhra Pradesh. Kerala works differently. You know, even Tamil Nadu, the composition is very, very different. I think every state will have its own politics, but the reason why the Prime Minister says this is the people forget every time. Yes, market, mobile and cultural Hindutva, they are part and parcel of it. So there will be a mobile in BJP's politics, there will be a market in BJP's politics, there will be a Labharti model. But it cannot be minus cultural Hindutva. And that is why all these issues will stay. I don't know why people get surprised, but this is part and parcel of it. And it is for this reason in 2014, Pragya Singh Thakur got the ticket, and 2019 Kangana Ranaut got the ticket, who had her own interpretation of why, who was the first Prime Minister of this country, and she defended it on Twitter also. But that's a different story.